From the creators of Relevant Magazine, this is the Relevant Podcast.
It's Tuesday, September 18th, 2018, and it's the Relevant Podcast. I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and here with me in our Orlando studios, our illustrious engineer on the ones and twos, my brother, Chandler Strang.
Hello.
On the Skype line from Loverland, Virginia, Jesse Carey.
Hello, hello.
Survived the hurricane. Proud of you.
Gosh.
Alive and well.
He would have been so disappointed.
On the don't give it away. On the Skype line from Nashville, Tennessee, author, podcaster, speaker Annie F. Downs.
Good morning, gents.
And all the way joining us, the OG, all the way from Sydney, Australia, Adam Smith is back for the show today.
What up, everybody?
What up?
Adam, a living legend. A living legend.
Hey, Jesse, you're a living legend because you weren't wiped out by the hurricane. I'm very proud of you.
Oh, my gosh.
Honestly, the disappointment he would have felt if you had succumbed to that hurricane.
Truth be told, you know, a little behind the scenes, we're recording this before the hurricane. So I'm speaking in faith.
We are recording before the hurricane. I called Cameron this morning and I'm like, hey, dude, I'm just letting you know, we might need to plan on me being out a couple days this week because it's like, you know, this isn't Florida. Adam, we lived through a couple hurricanes together back in the day.
Yeah. We've had our fair share of hurricanes. We huddled in closets together.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we did that during print week, not just hurricanes.
Just as a coping mechanism.
Exactly. That was me and Adam huddled in closet was unrelated to the weather there.
There's a lot of holding each other and crying.
But so I called Cameron this morning and because we're recording before the hurricane is supposed to come. Florence is what it's called. I'm like, hey man, I'm just letting you know, I might be out of power. I might be out of commission for a couple of days. I don't know what's going to happen. But on the local news here, they have like people are legit evacuating. And so the local news released this thing. It's like, if you have an evacuation order and you stay, you're subject to a misdemeanor. So I mean, you guys know me. I am an outlaw who doesn't care.
Well,
I don't need Uncle Sam telling me when I can't be in a dangerous flood zone with my family. So I will be riding it out, watching for Johnny Law and watching for Hurricane Florence. So I hope I make it through.
So just tell me, do you actually, should you be leaving and you're not?
No, listen, it's all it's all
I'm just
media
curious
hype.
if you should be leaving and you're not.
No, this big weather trying to tell you what to do.
Right.
It's a scam to sell evacuation kits.
Right. The CNN is basically the Jim Baker show right now. Yeah.
Line in the pockets of big weather and don't tread on me. You know, don't tread on me. This is in my property, anything goes, including riding out hurricanes even if that's at the momentarily against the law. I don't care. I'm staying.
Just actually declared his property a sovereign nation.
Right. One of the things that people don't realize is once we record these things, it's off and running. We can't stop it. So if somehow tragically Jesse's dead right now, everybody's in tears listening to this.
Listen to this podcast in memory of me and my values, which was it was worth risking my life to make a minor point about riding out a hurricane and avoiding a misdemeanor. That's how strongly I feel about this.
Anyone listening right now will feel that Jesse was completely vindicated in endangering his entire family. Because I don't know about you guys, but we're barely 30 seconds into this thing and it's already gold. So it's been worth every second of it.
Right. Exactly. Going out on a high note, Jesse.
Adam, I have a question. You know, in different parts of the world, there are different things that people worry about with weather. You know, they get like earthquake or geological events. Like in California, they got the earthquakes. And, in the Midwest, or the Southwest, they got tornadoes. On the coast, they have hurricanes. What are the geological things that you are worried about in Australia? What things keep you guys up at night?
Literally everything here is attempting to kill you. Yeah. Right? the country is trying to just violently expel every living thing.
Right.
So it's like every animal on land can kill you. Every animal in the ocean can kill you. And then every so often, the country will just set itself on fire, just in a blind rage at its human occupants. So, and yeah, I mean, we have our fair share of wild. Like it hailed the other day.
Oh wow!
Is it what is the season you're experiencing currently, Adam? Not emotionally. Like, is it fall or winter or spring? What are you living right now?
It's always winter in my heart.
Yeah, very deep. It's funny you ask, Annie. Deep depression.
Let's unpack some stuff here in my life. No, right now it's just coming into spring, and we're having our first bit of lovely spring weather.
Okay,
but up until now, it's been bitterly cold.
Hey,
what's bitterly cold for you?
Cold. It's the same as here, just opposite.
Well, no, but what's the number? Because you're bitterly cold and like Boston's bitterly cold are different, Cameron.
Adam and Lord help me if you give me something in Celsius.
That's in my head. I'm trying to figure it out because I was gonna say like, it's like 15. Like, oh wait, no.
I think 15 is like 50 degrees.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Have you really converted? I mean, you moved, a long time, or newer listeners don't know. You were on the podcast here with us for a number of years. We called it the golden era. You then moved to...
You never attained those heights.
You then moved to New Zealand, and now you're living in Sydney. And you've been there for a number of years. You've gotten married. You have a kid. I mean, like you've laid down your roots, but you are an American at heart. My question to you is, you've been there so long now, do you dream in Celsius?
Oh my gosh.
Funnily enough, I dream in Kelvin. I'll wake up from a nightmare like, man, that one was an absolute zero.
I don't think I would ever be able to adjust. I like all my numeric systems to make no sense. Like the metric system, it's like, well, how many feet are a mile? It doesn't matter. Some random number. Who cares? Just there's other systems that work better. But I think the thing that would annoy me most down there, from what I understand from watching an episode of The Simpsons when I was like 12, is that the toilets flush in the opposite direction, and that just seems unnatural. Is that true, Adam?
That's actually not true. That's actually
not true.
Adam, I have been avoiding visiting you in Australia for about a decade now because of that one fact. If you're telling me it's not even true.
You've wasted 10 years of your life, Jesse. Again, this has nothing to do with you not coming to visit me. I'm just making that statement apropos of nothing.
Do you know how many nights I've awoken in a blind rage just thinking about people in your part of the world flushing a toilet that's going counterclockwise? I will sleep well tonight, my friend.
I'm real disappointed to hear that the toilet doesn't flush in the other direction. I thought that was like such a thing.
No, the Coriolis effect, as it's called, is actually not a real thing. The idea that water in general swirls the opposite direction. Water swirls whatever direction. It doesn't go different directions in different hemispheres. It's a myth. So sorry to bust that.
Oh, well, I've long been skeptical of quote unquote science and quote unquote physics. So you're helping my cause here, Adam.
Yeah, once again, that's just a big toilet making up for their own shoddy workmanship.
There's no corporate conglomerate more insidious than big toilet.
It's second only to big weather.
Yeah.
We should just bring Adam in anytime we have one of our conspiracy theories, Jesse, that we need sorted out. He seems to have all the answers. You do.
Adam is the originator of the majority of the dark web, so he's not gonna solve your conspiracy theories. He's making them up as we go. So, hey, we have a great show in store for you today. Coming up later, we are joined by Mosaic MSC, one of our favorite worship groups. They have a brand new EP out today. Actually, it's called Heaven. It's fantastic. Check it out. Hey, and we're switching things up. It's been evolving format adjustments, and I don't think anybody cares. But this is the new plan for the show today. The Tuesday episode is going to have your slices, and it's going to have your listener of the week. But this week, we're not doing listener of the week. We're doing Ask Jesse. Yeah. So we've got your life conundrums. You've been tweeting them to us, and they are robust. I think Adam might even join us for that segment. So.
Adam, just for some context, we recently found out that you remember Carmen, right? The former CCM singer who starred in several films, including a Rocky ripoff called The Champion, in which he scored, starred in, wrote, and directed. You familiar with it, Carmen?
I dabble.
I dabble.
So we found out recently that Carmen has made some career shifts in recent years, and he's now offering life coaching. And I'm all for Carmen's life coaching.
Finally,
career shift here. But basically, we decided that whatever qualifies him to be a life coach certainly qualifies me. And I've been giving advice to listeners after a few legal disclaimers that you can fast forward right through because they are lengthy. They are lengthy. We fast forward right through them. So that's what this segment is. Did you guys see real quick that someone sent us something about Carmen, that a flyer, and that he's going on tour to churches? And the great thing is there's no cover, like on the flyer, it says no cover, no offerings. Like a selling point is Carmen won't ask you for money during the concert. Yeah.
Carmen doesn't need your money.
Well, he does, because now he's having to pick up a second gig as life coach. But no, the thing back in the day was Carmen was famous. He would say, what artist could fill an arena? And he would fill arenas because he would do free concerts and churches would take groups. But then it got to be known that there was a massive bait and switch, and not a bait and switch. It was technically free, but then there was a heavy, heavy push for an offering. You probably ended up paying more than you would have for a ticket. So that's why he's having to emphasize the no offering part of it.
You're way overestimating my generosity.
Again, another Simpsons reference when the offering plate goes by Homer and Marge, and Homer throws in like 2 coupons to the fast food place, and Marge goes, Homer, and he goes, We've been blessed. We've been blessed.
I feel if I were at a Carmen concert and the offering plate came around, I feel like I would feel obliged to take money from it.
It's the only time you're spiritually in the right for taking money from the offering plate.
Like you owe me this, Carmen.
It's all jokes, right? We're joking around about Carmen, but what happens if we actually run into him, man? I mean, last week.
I hope that happens. That's what I've been holding on for.
Champion.
Last week, the entire Christian music industry descended on Orlando. There was a big Rock the Universe was at Universal Studios, and there's this big Christian radio convention as well. And so every artist had to come through. And it was one of those things that we sit here and kind of nostalgically kind of laugh about, our CCM upbringings. And then I go to this place, and it was I'm telling you, it was a time, I went back in time. Literally, I walked in and I couldn't find it. It was at one of the resorts, it was in the convention center at one of the resorts. And I'm wandering around. I'm trying to meet Shauna Nyquist, our friend. Yeah. And she was there, and I'm trying to find it. I can't find it. I'm walking around for 20 minutes. And then I turn the corner, and on the pillars, I see huge signage, and it says Skillet. Newsboys, Casting Crowns, Mercy Me, and I go, I'm getting closer, and I go to the registration, and then I start to see, anyway, I go to the registration, and I get my pass, and I ask where the room is, where she is, and the lady goes, yeah, just go down this hallway. When you see Russ Taff, you'll turn left. And I'm I'm going deeper and deeper into this thing. I mean, it was crazy. That's the thing is it's not out of the realm of possibility that we're going to bump into Carmen and somebody will have made a reference to him about things that we have said, you know. And the same thing happened with Kevin Max. I mean, like, remember somebody hit him up on Facebook, and that's how we.
Cameron, at first, were you kind of concerned that you were time traveling?
No, literally. Think about it. I was like, Skillet. Okay, 15 years. I've gone 15 years back in time. And then it was like Newsboys. Oh my gosh, I've gone 25 years back in time.
I don't know who Russ Taft is.
Turn left at Russ Taft. He was pre-Carmen in 1980s. He was like the big deal. He had an album called Metals in the mid 80s. And like it was when the first inklings of Michael W. Smith was emerging. Russ Taft was a big deal. On the rock side, you had White Heart. It was the golden era of like 1986, you know.
Please tell me, Cameron, that you grabbed a passerby by the shoulders and were like, "Who is the president?"
I mean, dude, what other industry other than maybe like,
they're like
jazz,
Donald Trump, and they're like, this has to be an alternate reality. What is going on here?
But literally, like, what other music industry other than maybe jazz would an artist have a 40-year career and still be a big promoted deal at an industry convention?
Probably country music.
Country, okay.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
I will say this. A few months ago, I can't remember when, but it might have been like a year ago, we played a bit of the Brian Duncan rap from like 1992, which literally starts with, "My name is Brian D, and I'm here to say," like, and I heard from him on Twitter about that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. Literally got, he seemed like he came around after I tweeted that, you know, it was all in good fun, but
was he laughing?
Not at first. Not at first.
Well, I mean, like, what artist, even if it's been out for a while, what artist like wants people to laugh at the thing that they made? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's still their art. You know, I don't know. I just feel bad. Like, literally, we poke fun, you know, because we're all in the family here. But we poke fun at CCM all the time on this show. And I'm walking around in the halls, literally, like, I see people looking at me, and I'm like, I really hope they don't, like, I hope they're not connecting the dots. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm literally trying to like keep my face. I'm
You're in
looking
danger.
down a
So
lot.
you should have gone like when those episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm where Larry David feels like there's a fatwa after him and he just lives in a hotel in disguise for a few weeks. That's what you need to do next time this festival rolls through town.
Hey, I hope you guys thought it was funny when we took away your dignity.
I've said this before, but my disdain for a lot of the Christian music industry is because no one spoke up about a huge missed opportunity. Isn't there a singer named Rob Canoli?
Ron Canoli.
You do not know how many times, and he's like a worship singer. You have no idea how many times, like, I've just been thinking, like, why didn't anyone say to him that your next album should be called Holy Cannoli? Like, the fact that the industry ignored that for years really perturbs me.
I think Ron Canoli is ripe for a comeback. I mean, if Russ Taft, the Russ Taft thing, by the way, was a big old square sign in the middle of the hall. It wasn't like Russ Taft was standing there. Just FYI, it was like.
Does
a
he
big
just
Russ
have
Taft
like
sign.
does he have a greatest hits album coming out or something?
No, Russ Taft kind of. What I've inferred from the big sign, is that he probably went away, probably did some bad stuff, you know, and now
you took this from the signage.
No, listen, but the home, but the album,
very elaborate sign.
Yeah.
Well, number one, the picture of Mr. Taft on the picture is a little weathered. Number two,
and he's wearing an orange jumpsuit. That's the other big giveaway.
No.
Serious.
It's called. I think if my memory serves, it's called Home Again. You know what I mean? Like his comeback album after he went away and did alcohol and diddled the secretary and all that kind of stuff.
Oh my!
Now he's home again.
Yeah,
it's Holy Cannoli out on bail. It's going to be fantastic.
Also, Cameron, you talk like we're an audio burn book of Christian music. We are not. We don't do. We're very nice to people.
Oh, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. We're not cynical.
Those are our
we're not mean.
friends.
We're just like, it's like just poking fun. I mean, we're all, come on, can't we laugh?
All we're doing is making fun at name puns and wildly speculating about salacious things they may or probably did.
Based on a banner hung up at a Christian music festival.
If you're going to go away for 20 years and then come back with an album called Home Again and look a little weathered, I mean, fill in the dots.
Maybe he was missing. Maybe he was missing.
Also, and I think if you've been if you're his age, you're allowed to look weathered. I think we're all going to look weathered in 25, 30 years, right?
Botox.
Okay. Well,
I watch a lot of the Real Housewives shows.
Right.
People don't look weathered after older.
They just look swollen.
I looked him up. So he started out with the Imperials. Do you remember the Imperials, a vocal group? Kind of in the Bill Gaither vein. He then became a solo artist in the 80s. And I'm looking, and it doesn't talk about him struggling with anything. So I could be totally wrong about Russ Taff's life journey.
No, I think we should just assume, Cameron, that he had a terrible lapse of integrity.
Wait.
Based upon the banner you saw.
It's the
in
only
1991.
logical. I mean, Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC is on the banner. So
in 1991,
Right.
Jesse, he had an album called Under Their Influence. Under Their Influence.
I think we need to wildly presume the absolute
The
worst
pills.
about him. The other thing, did you guys seriously, in all seriousness, you heard what happened to Ron Canoli for a few years? He actually launched the pastry shop and went bust, and now he's trying to, he owes the wrong kind of people in the cannoli business some money, and now he's out there.
What was the shop called, Jesse? Will you remind me? What was
Holy
it?
Cannolis. Holy Cannolis. Yeah.
Okay, it was plural.
Yeah,
Sure.
and I'm going to say this right here, right now, and some naysayers, some perhaps pedants, as it were, may consider this quote unquote libel. But I'm going to go ahead and assume from the banner Cameron saw that Russ Taff was involved in a chainsaw massacre.
Right. Yeah, fair assumption.
Adam, from what I understand, because you're outside the jurisdiction of the United States, you can presume whatever you want about Russ Taff legally.
Right.
Yeah, basically Australia is like international waters. So,
how great would it be if Adam was extradited to the United States for maligning the name of Russ Taff?
I'm looking I'm literally trying to figure out why he went away, and
Maybe he just wanted to do another job for a little bit, Cameron. I mean, there's all these non-scary things from the poster.
Hold on. Okay, so hold on. Here we go. On iTunes, the artist bio, it's 2 sentences long, and the final sentence is, his dynamic vocals reflect both the joys and the struggles of the Christian faith.
And it also,
Cameron, you're insane.
There's also a weird
Literally.
note here that says he vanished from the face of the earth from the year 1998, only to resurface at a conference in 2018. And that's the only note. It's a very strange Wikipedia entry, but missing.
Okay.
He was a missing person for about a decade.
Cameron,
and a half.
were there any other banners that taught you things, or is that really the only one that you built a whole entire life around?
No, I mean, I didn't wander around other than that, because it was very disconcerting. I mean, it really was. It was so strange to me. Like, I lived in Nashville, from 1998 to 2000, covering Christian music. I worked for a Christian music magazine, and literally the exact same Christian music industry convention could have been held those years. The artists that they were promoting, I mean, literally there was nobody.
Cameron.
I'm not kidding any. I'm not saying that they didn't have they had Jesus Culture and but I'm talking about the banners that were the big promoted artists.
There was another banner that, if you read between the lines, just read between the lines, heavily implied at least that Stephen Curtis Chapman spent a period of time running an underground dogfighting ring.
Yeah.
If you know what you're looking for, then it's very, very obvious. Yeah.
Yeah. What's his new album called again? Adam, I forget his comeback album after the dog ring.
I think it was Who Let the Dogs In.
Oh, that's right. Who Let Him In? That's right.
To heaven.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know this about Michael W. Smith. He spent a significant amount of time in a CIA black site for reasons that we just can't get into. We don't know. We don't know what he was involved with. But
there's a reason his Secret Ambition album exists. Am I right, Jesse?
I'm not saying he is a Russian spy who colluded to influence the last presidential election. I'm just saying the timing of his reemergence is interesting. That's all.
You probably remember the song "I'm Diving In." The original title in parentheses was "To Treason."
All right, I can find nothing on the internet in any way alluding to any gap in his career nor struggles. So I think Home Again just might be talking about he's going to die soon. No,
let's just leave that big meatball hanging out there. What do you say?
Maybe he's been diagnosed with something and he's on his way home again.
What if he actually is though?
Well, it's likely. He's old. I don't know.
Yeah.
By the time you hear this, both Jesse and Russ Taff could be dead.
That's true.
And if he hears this, he will have likely murdered me and is on his way to find Cameron.
Oh my goodness.
This just makes me want to be real careful what I put on banners. Because I don't want people walking by and going like, "Woo, Annie is really in a bad spot because of those three."
That's an interesting font choice for Annie F. Down. I never knew she was an arsonist.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we're moving the show along. It's time for
Slices.
Okay, what do you have, Jesse?
All right, so let's say this hurricane is bad enough where I need to get out of town for a little while things get fixed up. I have found a new destination where I am thinking about relocating. It's called Marion, North Carolina. I don't know exactly where it is, but
I think it's directly in the path of the hurricane.
Well, I think they'll make it through because something very special is going on in Marion. Recently took place is the Marion Bigfoot Festival. This was the mayor. His name is Steve Little. Ironically, the mayor's name's Steve Little. If it was Steve Littlefoot, the irony would just be too much. But Mayor Steve Little declared the Sasquatch the official animal of Marion, North Carolina, because there are evidently so many sightings there. So this year they kicked off the first of what will now be an annual festival where they had like a 5K, they had vendors. They had like a parade, all centered around celebrating Bigfoot. My favorite part, though, is it culminated with a town hall, which quickly became, the tone kind of shifted when the town hall rolled around. Because people showed up and, they didn't really have like a plan for the town hall, but people started giving their testimonies of all their Bigfoot encounters in and around the town and took a little serious turn. I don't know if Steve Little.
So is that like a hotbed for Bigfoot?
Evidently. I mean, there's a picture of Mayor Steve Little, like, on a stage giving, the key to the city to a guy in a Sasquatch costume. Interestingly, the Sasquatch is wearing just like a t-shirt over his fur. He's kind of got the Donald Duck look on where he's wearing a t-shirt with no pants. Because for some reason, I feel like if you had a Sasquatch wearing jeans and a t-shirt, there's something very unsettling about that. I don't know what it is, but the fact that he would dress like a total human.
So you think the t-shirt is okay, but a Sasquatch in trousers is what bothers you?
Yeah.
Exactly. The shirt.
I actually agree with that.
The shirt you could tell is done for novelty reasons. A Sasquatch, if he's wearing like khakis and a tucked in dress shirt, that's the stuff of nightmares for some indistinguishable reason. But so people started showing up and they started giving real testimonies of their Bigfoot encounters, and people in this town are legit convinced that this is more than just a goof, that the Bigfoot is lurking around Marion, North Carolina. Like I said, I'm going to pitch this to Dana. We haven't done like a romantic getaway in a while. A lot of people like to go to like an island, go on a cruise, all inclusive resort, like a ski lodge or something. I want to go on a couple's weekend down to Marion and do a little investigation myself. I think it's great. I think more cities should, invest in cryptozoological festivals and research. I know we've got a lot to get to today, but I do have a twofer in case anyone is in the job market out there. In case anyone's looking for a new gig, there is a company that it's called howtowatch.com. That's the service. And what they are trying to do is get data about all these different streaming platforms. So they are looking for someone whose job it will be this fall to watch 8 hours of TV a day. So you clock in at 9 o'clock, you're done at 5. You get $20 an hour, and all you have to do is binge watch on different platforms. So they'll tell you what platforms you got to watch TV on all day. So your job is to live tweet and talk about the experience on these different platforms for 8 hours a day all fall long.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I think some people would be like, oh, I might get kind of bored with that. Do you guys think that's a job that you could do, is just watch TV all day if that's what you're paid for?
It depends. It depends. It sounds like a dream job, but they don't tell you that it's 8 hours of young Sheldon.
By day 2, you're having to watch deleted scenes and stuff, and there's a reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they picking? I mean, I assume they're telling you what to watch.
Yeah, exactly. I guess that's sort of the sticking point is if you had to watch stuff you don't really care for. But I mean, it still seems pretty chill. Just to watch.
I mean, I watch 7-8 hours of TV every night just for free. I mean, okay.
7 or 8 hours a night.
Tweet about it, Cameron.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't have Cohen, I'll pop it on at 7 and I go to bed at 2 or 3.
But it's just kind of in the background though. You're not actively watching for 7 hours.
I mean, some of it I am, but most of it I have laptop out. Yeah. Or I'm putting around the house working on something or whatever, but it's on.
And Jesse, it probably seemed pretty chill to listen to Nickelback for a week. But
serious.
Yeah. Oh, I know what dangerous waters we're treading in. So, hey, look, if someone's looking for a job out there, howtowatch.com is looking for a professional binge watcher.
I think that sounds really
Cameron, I'm kind of all over the place today, but when you said putzing around the house or putting around the house, it reminded me that I recently made a decision that from now on, when I go shopping, I'm using the automatic grocery carts, like the ones you sit on and drive around.
Why?
I've made the decision. To me,
have you actually hold on? You've decided, but have you done it yet?
Yes, I did it the other day. And
are you the grocery shopper in your family?
No, but when I go grocery shopping, that's all I'm doing. Here's the thing. Here's what I realized is how many times when you're at the grocery store are those things in use, right? Hardly ever. I hardly ever see anyone driving around. There's no reason not to just jump on them and drive. It's so much more fun and so much easier. Oh, no.
Jesse has been fighting a losing battle against gravity for some time now.
I'm telling you, I challenge listeners. I want to know what they think. Honestly, it's a game changer, Annie. A game changer.
I've had to do it before because I broke my leg and had to use it, and I got so bored. It just takes so long to get everywhere.
No, it's super chill. I have the headphones in. I'm lean back. I'm cruising. I'm look at all these suckers walking around here.
Did everyone who wasn't 90 at least give you looks of disdain?
Well, what Certainly. I did the first time I was a little embarrassed, so I limped into the grocery store very dramatically.
Oh my gosh!
I made a real big scene coming in. Every step was agony. Until I made my way on it, and then I was just cruising, and no one dared say a thing.
Oh my gosh!
I'm clearly a person with a catastrophic foot injury.
Last time I was on one of those things was in college at, the Walmart across from the campus where at 2 a.m. we would just go do things, that was the entertainment in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We'd go to the Walmart and ride around on those and have bumper car races and stuff.
All I'm saying is they're right out there there's no stipulation. It doesn't say if you have an injury or elderly.
Jesse, I know this is a ridiculous question for me to ask, but why would you do that? What was the genesis of you wanting to do that?
I mean, it just dawned on me. Why am I walking around like a sucker every time? Basically, those carts are built into the price of our groceries, guys. We're losing money by not using them. That. I don't go to the self-checkout out of principle because if they're going to give me a discount, I'll check out my own groceries. But it's the same reason I don't return my cart. I just push it out in the middle of the parking lot. I didn't get paid to do that.
You're a terrible person.
It's built. The cart retrieval is built into the price of the groceries, guys. If they want to start giving me a discount, I'll start pushing carts in. Until then.
That's true.
fair.
That is fair. Well, I mean, that was one of the selling points of like Costco back in the day. I remember back when I was a kid, their whole thing was our prices are so low, we don't pay for cart wranglers. When you come into Costco, bring a cart with you, from the parking lot, basically.
Yeah.
And like it was known, we're cutting corners, you participate, you benefit.
Yeah.
They basically were paying you to do that.
Well, hey,
That's all.
I went to
Aldi does
Aldi,
that
which
as
is
well.
like a German.
Yeah.
Do you get Adam? Do you have Aldi near you guys?
We sure do.
Yep. We have
Do
Aldi.
you? It's international.
Yeah, it's German.
Yeah,
I didn't know
Aldi
that.
and Trader Joe's both started in Germany.
Oh, see, I thought it was like Norway. It's filled very Nordic in there for some
Yeah.
reason, very industrial.
Well, it's a German conglomerate that bought both. I actually think it was Scandinavian, and then Trader Joe's was started in the U.S., but it was bought by the same conglomerate. So they're the same.
I thought it was two brothers that they were both called Aldi. They moved it here. One called it Trader.
Okay,
to Trader Joe's.
My understanding from just listening to the business stuff is that an investment firm acquired both, but there might have been an origin story of a split brotherhood, but it's a new owner now. I don't know.
We'll see you guys next week on your weekly grocery store podcast.
It's called In the Bag with Cameron and Chandler. The only podcast where you hear siblings talking about grocery store siblings. This week,
Arguing about
once
grocery store
again,
siblings.
Aldi and his brother, because those are literally the only two siblings in the grocery business. Episode 57.
No, Steve Publix and Teddy Albertson. I mean, they started in.
No, but so I went into Aldi the other day and like I walked in, I didn't know the rules. Okay. I didn't know they operate under their own set of social norms. Okay.
I don't either. I don't know the
So
rules there.
I walked in there and I just saw a cart in the store. So I started pushing around. I filled the cart with groceries. I check out. I think it's weird they're not bagging it, but they put all the groceries individually back into the cart. And I go to push the cart out of the store and they're like, oh no, that's the in-store cart. That's for us to use. You have to go check out a cart using a coin. And I was like, well, I have no change. I have no cash. And they're like, well, I'm sorry, you cannot leave the store with that cart. And I'm like, well, you didn't even put my groceries in bags. I literally had to carry individual groceries out to my car like some kind of maniac because they wouldn't even let me briefly use the cart. I'm totally against this system at Aldi.
Yeah, that's bizarre. I don't know where one is. So
I love it. But you save so much money. I mean, it's like,
it was worth
saving.
It was worth saving the $2 to have to take 3 trips to my car and carry every grocery individually without a bag or a cart. Oh, totally worth it.
Annie, it's a difference of like
bags.
Eggs is like, okay, I'm going to say I'm wrong, but I mean, let's say eggs would be like $3 at Publix or a name brand Kroger or something. It would be like $1.50. Milk
You're
would
lying.
be
It's that much cheaper?
$5 to $3.50.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
it's
the thing is, it's like they're all slightly irregular, so the eggs aren't really elliptical.
They're all shaped like a cube.
they're like dented. Yeah,
Exactly. Poor chickens.
but hey, the yolk is the same.
It's a lot of irregulars.
Jesse, were all the other shoppers? Did they? Is the undercover secret that you're always supposed to bring your own bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
So the other
people
shoppers
knew
knew
this.
to bring their own bag.
They should have a sign out front or something.
For sure, they should. Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't know. I don't know their twisted system. But if I would have listened to the latest episode of Grocery Bros, where for the 30th straight hour they discuss Aldi and his brother, I would have known these things.
Oh man.
The milk is very cheap, but some of it comes from animals you wouldn't really consider mammals.
That's the thing. It's like the beef is like, quote unquote beef. It's, milk is quote unquote milk. They just supplement. They supplement.
It's
mainly cows.
It's some kind of
mainly
liquid.
cows.
I'll say
Yeah,
that.
you're fine.
It's
All right,
technically liquid.
What do you have, Adam?
Okay, so the new Guinness Book of World Records is out, guys. And if you're gunning for some records, I've got a few for you that you could try and pip the person who took it this year. I have to say, a lot of these sound to me like the first time anyone ever did this thing ever. And
Agreed. I saw the list.
world.
I agree.
Yeah, like the vast majority of these, like the longest time balancing a soccer ball while on a moving car. It feels like a microsecond would have taken that record because it's literally the first time someone has done that. But someone managed to do it for 93 seconds. The most dice balanced on a cat's paw, which to me would probably be any. But this person apparently is an overachiever and went for 9.
They got it. Not even scared. They got that 9.
Yeah. They could have stopped at any point and had the record, though.
Exactly. They put a die on a cat's paw, and Guinness was like, "Okay, you're in." And then they're like, "You know what? Let's just keep going. Let's push this thing. See what happens."
I mean, but when you get in Guinness Book of World Records, doesn't there have to be a judge there? So did that cat owner have to call Guinness and say, "I think this is worthy of being in the book"? And they go, "Hey, we'll send somebody out next week. Get your cat ready."
Yeah, exactly. Like I was thinking about putting some dice on my cat's paw. Like we're there. We're on the next plane.
And they're like, "We'll be there in just a minute."
I want to call up Guinness and be like, "Hey, I got a new world record for you. I'm the only person who ever is going to jump on one foot in my house, in my room, while shouting holy cannoli. Do you want to put me in the book?" Like, I guarantee I'm the only person who's done it.
Actually, Ron Canoli has done it, Jesse. So
in my home. It's a home invasion. And in the middle of the night, I woke up to Ron Canoli jumping on one foot, for some reason shouting holy cannoli. It was very concerning, but
try this one out. It didn't, I didn't end up passing muster with it. I gave them a call. I went for, I'm the only person who exists and everyone else is a projection of my subconscious. But they, for some reason, they didn't consider that a valid record. The oldest trapeze artist. Take a wild guess how old the oldest trapeze artist is.
88.
102.
You slightly overshot it. It's 85.
Oh, well, there you go.
But still, to be fair.
Here's one that, once again, has to be the only time someone's done this. Okay. The fastest 50-meter time done while skating on hands. Right? That could be any time. I like to think that this was a Guinness judge who happened to be walking by a park during a horrible rollerblading accident.
He's like, well, technically it's a record.
On there, like, please, someone help me. I'm not meaning to be doing this. I don't know how this happened. This is not intentional.
Oh my gosh.
Adam, having read many of these, are you tempted just to go break one like today and just to say that you're the record holder?
Well, honestly, some of them, it really is just like you're the only person who ever even attempted this. So I feel like it'd be an easy record to beat.
That's the thing that I don't get. Like, I watched Gordon Ramsay did a live show, whatever, like 6 months ago or something. It was live. And at the end of it, every episode, they tried to like break a world record, and they had a Guinness guy there. And it was like the most, pizza slices cut in 1 minute or something like that. Like he kept trying to break records, or he would bring somebody on to break a record. Yeah. But they had a real Guinness person and stuff.
I know, but Guinness jumped the shark for me when they moved to like, now they look like yearbooks, right? They're about the size of a yearbook. Like when I was a kid, back in the glory days of Guinness, it was about the size and texture of a romance novel. And the last page always ended with those two twins on the motorbikes. And, and it was like, there was the staples every time. The world's longest fingernails, longest hair, tallest man. Like it was basically all
the
physical
tallest guy
freaks.
and the shortest guy were always in a picture together.
Right.
Yeah. Jesse, do you remember when we were briefly under the misapprehension that one of those twins died trying to jump the Grand Canyon?
No, the Niagara Falls, wasn't it? Oh no,
Niagara Falls.
But he died before this stunt, but I think we were under the illusion that he had died while trying to perform this stunt. And that's definitely it's one of those things that I want to be true, because I want that to be one of those cases where someone becomes such a celebrity that they're surrounded by yes men who are afraid to tell them that something is a bad idea.
Right.
Yeah, a cautionary tale for us all.
I'm no physicist, but I don't think that ramp is long enough.
The angle on that ramp is
it
way
also
off,
set the
but I'm
record
gonna
for
watch.
world's longest ramp, and he was still not even close. Yeah, he
Hey, Cameron.
immediately plunged into the falls.
Cameron, has Cohen come home with the Guinness Book of World Records from the book sale, like the Scholastic Book Club thing at school?
The racket, you mean?
Yes.
They go in there and take the kids during school, and then they send home the order form, and then the kids are all primed and wanting to buy stuff. And it's a
And
racket.
when I used to teach school, all the boys bought that book. I mean, I would be like, sorry, parents, here comes 1990, whatever. No, I didn't teach back then, but 2010s. Guinness Book of World Records again. They're not reading anything that matters, but they got a picture of the longest fingernails in the world.
Yeah, it's another insidious plot by Big Literacy.
Just to think that could be spent on a video game, a new whatever the kids are playing.
This is why I, to this day, refuse to learn to read.
I'm not going to let my children buy into that plot. They will stay illiterate for their life.
Yeah, you watch that, Jesse, now that you got a kindergartner.
Pictograms only.
All right, what do you have, Annie?
Okay, so y'all know I just moved into a new house, and so I've been doing a lot of shopping for things, but budget-wise, I end up going to Goodwill and those kind of shops. And one of the things I always notice, you guys have probably noticed this too, is that when people turn in picture frames or when they donate picture frames, they usually leave the picture in it or leave some picture in it. And so as you're walking through the Goodwill, you see all the frames up and you just can look at them. So there was this charity shop, which is like a Goodwill in the UK, where someone replaced every picture in every picture frame with a picture of Jeff Goldblum from a different era of the life.
I had friends in college who did the same thing. They decorated their house with thrift store picture frames, but they kept the picture of random families in the frame. And when you go over their house, they would tell the backstories on all the pictures and just make it up. And most of the people in their pictures in their scenarios had died tragically and had some insane story. But I mean, it's a great way to,
How much better would that joke be if someone came to your house and every picture was Jeff Goldblum, and yet you told them that everyone was a different family member?
That everyone looks that similar.
Or every picture is the picture of the guest that came over to visit, but for some reason the eye holes are poked out of every picture. It's very unsettling. I mean, but wouldn't that be funny to walk into a store and not even, I mean, that's such an Easter egg thing to do to the customers, because you have to, it's not like it's announced. You have to really be paying attention to be like, oh, that's funny. Jeff Goldblum's in that. Jeff Goldblum's in that frame too, because it was all over the store. They're all spread out in groups all over the store. The pictures are hysterical from the guy who found it on Twitter. I remember there was one, there was someone donated a bunch of VHS tapes to a thrift store, and one of them, it had duct tape on markers on it, and it said do not watch or something like that, And so of course someone bought it and put it in the VCR, and after 15 seconds of static, it was Rick Astley's "Never Gonna Let You Down." It was like
video Rickroll.
Yeah, it was the most long conned Rickroll of all time.
But that's such a value add though, because then you're going into a charity shop. You're not buying a picture frame anymore. You are buying a framed picture of Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, that's right. So they can raise the prices by 50 cents because you're not just getting a frame. You're getting a framed photograph of Jeff Goldblum. That's a good point, Adam.
I would also autograph all of them as Jeff Goldblum. I feel like that would really help the value. You can't believe this thrift store has 50 autographed frame pictures of Jeff Goldblum. That's unbelievable.
And they're all autographed to different people. They're all personal.
They're all named to different people.
How did this many people come in and donate their autographed picture of Jeff Goldblum?
That would be funny. To do fake sign, just get stock photos of celebrities, sign them, and then turn them into charity stores, Goodwill stuff, and see what happens. It looks like memorabilia.
What kind of maniac would take publicity shots of celebrities, possibly sent to them by PR companies, and then sign them, personalize them, and sign them to themselves and say, hang them up in their office.
That's true. You did do that, didn't you? I forgot about that.
What kind of absolute lunatic would do
I remember most of them were signed. It was like to Adam, Song of Solomon 10:19. Just some random Song of Solomon verse in the name.
So you hung up all of them in your office, Adam? All the ones that came to Relevant?
Yeah, like for the longest time, any kind of PR headshot, I would sign it to myself and from that person and hang it up in my office. And it'd be like, what a wild weekend. I don't think that horse will ever recover. Stay cool.
That's brilliant.
We don't get those anymore. I don't think we do. I mean, like, we used to, back in the day, we would get like a big folder for a new album coming out and like they'd have the press shot, they'd have printed out like bios, the CD would be in there. And now it's just like you might get a link in an email.
A link to a Dropbox, with everything in there.
Yeah,
I miss the golden era. You won't be getting a signed picture from Russ Taff.
Yeah. Well, he's had a lot of troubles, Annie.
Is him alone in your bedroom with a running chainsaw.
I always appreciated the signed picture of Howie Mandel in Adam's office that just said, "What happens in Mexico stays in Mexico," with a winky face, and it said, "No, seriously, it stays." Underline, underline, underline.
And then how soon after that did Adam move to Australia? That's what's scary.
See, I can fill in the gaps on Adam's story too. I mean, it's very Russ Taff-esque why he went away and came back. All right, that'll do it for Slices. Stay tuned. Up next, Mosaic MSC joins us. You're listening to Royal Canoe. The song is Raised. At the beginning of the podcast, you heard DJ Coz with Pickup. Well, this episode of the Relevant Podcast is brought to you by HelloFresh, a meal kit delivery service that shops, plans, and delivers step-by-step recipes and pre-measured ingredients so you can just cook, eat, and enjoy. There's something for everyone with HelloFresh's selection. They have 3 plans you can choose from: Classic, Veggie, and Family. I do Classic. You can rediscover the excitement of cooking with HelloFresh. You can feel confident with cooking HelloFresh with the simple recipes outlined on pictured step-by-step instruction cards. HelloFresh believes cooking should be simple and convenient, not a chore. You won't spend all night in the kitchen because recipes only take around 30 minutes. They should. There are many benefits of subscribing to HelloFresh, so you can keep enjoying HelloFresh week after week. You get delicious filling meals delivered right to your door every week for less than $10 per serving, and you get free shipping. I personally have used HelloFresh. I've been a subscriber for a couple of years. It actually is the thing that I cook. That's all I cook. If it's a week where I traveled a little bit and I skipped the delivery, Cohen's eating frozen meals that week. HelloFresh is great. It made it easy to like expand his palate, my kid's palate, and then it's always fresh and delicious meals. And right now, HelloFresh has a special offer for Relevant Podcast listeners. To get a total of $60 off, that's $20 off your first 3 boxes, visit HelloFresh.com/relevant60 and enter code relevant60 at checkout. It's like receiving 6 meals for free, folks. You can get $60 off, $20 off your first 3 boxes by visiting HelloFresh.com/relevant60 and entering promo code relevant60. Mosaic MSC is the worship outfit from LA's influential Mosaic Church. Like the church, the band brings together a unique collection of cultural influences for an innovative sound and approach to worship music. We recently spoke with singer Mariah McManus about the inspiration for their latest release, the Heaven EP. Here is our conversation with Mosaic MSC's Mariah McManus.
So Eyes on You when we wrote this song, kind of approached it like, what if we just didn't write like something that needed to be epic or that needed to like have this huge moment? What if it was just like this private, personal conversation, and this like the most honest we could be in a moment, and the most peaceful and calm we could be. And I because there's so many like big songs on the record or that we had already, and I just felt like it needed a moment to breathe. And so this song, like, and it really just is like the most simple thing for us and just the most simple lyrics. But I don't know, there's something about it, something about the essence of it that makes you breathe and makes you realign your thoughts. And it says like, all I want is you, all I see is you, all I have I bring to you. And it's just like the idea that things don't have to be complicated, and God knows exactly who you are. It's just, for me, it's just a beautiful song and something that I needed at the time to just remember that like in those peaceful moments, that's when you can hear God the best. Is the song about Luke 15, about the prodigal son. And that song, I think it just represents like a lot of what LA is, in the sound very much so, and in the theme as well, of just like so many people that have run from something. And the song, like the chorus just says like, Jesus is running to me, and that like it's okay, like no matter how far you run or how far you're running right now, like Jesus is always running to you. And I just have chills right now thinking about it. It's just so beautiful because it represents our city so well. It represents so many stories of our city so well. And even just of our personal lives of the people writing this song. Like, how many times has God had to chase us down? How many times have we run away from things, and he's still running to us? He's still welcoming us home. Biggest thing that keeps us aligned with where we're going as like a worship team that's writing songs is knowing where we are and who we're writing for. And for us, it always starts like at Mosaic, and it always starts in LA, because LA is for me, it's the most beautiful city in the world because of how diverse it is and how many stories you have and how many dreamers you have. And there's so much beauty and hope in the city, and so much heartbreak at the same time, because of all of the broken dreams and all of the searching people and all the runners and all the people that had bigger hopes for their lives than they could have wherever they were from. And so for me, I feel like LA creates so much of the life and the art that we know across the world. And so to reach LA is to reach the world. To reach the people of LA is to reach the people that will shape the future. And so, I mean, that's a huge part of why Mosaic is in LA, and it's a huge part of why my dad planted Mosaic in LA 25 years ago. And so we always keep it focused to LA, because for us, it's like that's, we're on mission to bring people to Jesus. We're on mission with our church. And so we have like the biggest heart and the biggest drive to reach Los Angeles. And I'm from there, so obviously I love it, and I grew up there, and that's just my biggest influence, And I think it's been beautiful because it's a huge part of how we reach people in our city is because of the music as well.
Mosaic MSC. Stay tuned. Up next, it's our special segment, our limited segment. I don't know. Ask Jesse. Listening to Lauren Daigle. The song is You Say. I do say you're listening to Lauren Daigle. Well, this episode is also brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a landing page, a beautiful gallery, a professional blog, or an online store, it's all included with your Squarespace website. Now, I know I've been talking about Squarespace for years. I've been a customer even longer, long before they sponsored the show. I'm a huge fan of Squarespace. If you want to dabble on the interwebs, if you want to set up a gallery, if you want to, launch a blog, or you espouse a lot of really weird theories, you want to sell stuff, you can do it all with Squarespace and it'll look completely professional and beautiful. Creating a site with Squarespace is simple. There's an intuitive process where you can add and arrange your content and features with just the click of a mouse. You get a free custom domain when you sign up for a year. Their templates are gorgeous. And if you do want to launch a store, they have seamless commerce tools from, nationally recognized brands use them to local shops use them. It's trusted by hundreds of thousands of savvy shop owners around the world. Squarespace Commerce includes all the tools you need to track inventories, process orders, and send custom emails all in one interface. You should check that out. You should head over to squarespace.com/relevant for a free trial today. Hey, and when you're ready to launch your site, use offer code RELEVANT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Squarespace, set your website apart. Okay, so this is where we would normally have our listener of the week, but we talked to you last week about the fact that Jesse is going to branch out into some life coaching. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to help you guys out. He can kind of get some reps, and we also can help people in the process. You guys have been hitting us up with your life questions for Jesse to answer. You've been tweeting us at Relevant Podcast using hashtag AskJesse, and there are a bunch.
A lot of people want you to ruin their lives, Jesse.
I'm happy to help. Happy to help.
Happy to oblige.
So I'm just gonna read you a few. I'm gonna read you a few, Jesse.
Okay.
And you can.
And I'm going on record. Adam, is a dear friend, and I trust him. With not only my life, but the life of our listeners. Adam, I invite you to join me in giving life coach advice this week.
God.
Look, I feel like I have managed to live a pretty exemplary life myself, and then completely burn it to the ground. So I think I can offer some.
Aside from one very regrettable weekend in Mexico with Howie Mandel, my life is, something people would strive for.
I don't regret a thing about that, other than the fact that Howie and I can't see each other anymore legally.
All right, Jesse, the first one. Katie McDonald tweeted us and said, "My therapist says I need to put myself out there. What strategies do you suggest for this?"
Oh, wow. So this one's getting real really fast.
Oh, man. These are life questions. You're a life coach. This is deep stuff.
Okay. No, that's fair enough. I may have brought this up years ago, but I once had a strategy for becoming more of an interesting person. Like, I feel like if her therapist told her she needs to put herself out there more, she's probably not getting a lot of it, maybe attention socially, especially from the people who live around her.
Maybe she vanished like Russ Taff for a while. And
she's just flying under the radar. Right. So you don't want to be obvious. You don't want to just adopt some out of character flamboyant personality or something. That's not going to do the trick. That's going to come across as obvious. What you want to do is create some mystique around yourself, and so I've got a couple strategies for this.
So far, actually.
Okay, so especially you want people to get talking like, hey, what's this individual's name, Cameron?
Katie McDonald.
Katie McDonald. Okay. You want to get the people around her like, oh man, Katie must be interesting. What's going on with Katie? So here, I'm going to give a couple pieces of advice for Katie. Katie, what I need you to do is set your alarm for the same time every evening, preferably around like 3:30-ish, a time where most people are asleep. Every night, set the alarm and let off a blood-curdling scream at 3:30 a.m. every single night, loud enough that the neighbors will hear.
That doesn't get her out there more. That causes people to come knock on her door.
What I'm doing, Cameron, is I'm building a legacy of mystique. Like, what's going on with that? Like, for example, I once advised a gentleman to just periodically, run out of his house in the middle of the day wearing nothing but a bath towel and sprint away with the door open. And
and that man was Russ Taff.
And again, what you're doing is creating some mystique around yourself.
Look where he is now. He's making a comeback.
Yeah. You need to get in your car, speed away, and not return for 3 days and leave the door
right
open.
Yeah. Okay, so that I guess is technically getting her out there more because she's going to speed away in her car.
So does she? I don't know her living situation. I don't know if she has a garage, but I need her to open the garage about a foot high, and she's going to need to spend a lot of time just pacing around in there so that people notice.
People see it. Yeah,
something's going on in that garage. What's up, Kate? It's a whole legacy mystique that'll put her out there. People get talking.
It'd be good if people felt like from under the garage door they could see the light of an arc welder.
Yeah, you're going to need to spend a lot of time welding in the garage. Do you have any additional advice for Heather? I mean, I feel like we're setting her on the right path here.
Yeah, well, look, I have to say some of these strategies don't work with me because I'm the kind of person who, people will develop a certain affectation, right? And they want it to be something that gets them noticed. Mm-hmm. And say, for instance, that I'm walking down the street here in Sydney and utterly with no context. And you see that sometimes in big cities, there's just an odd character. Yeah. Someone walks by wearing stilts, right? I'm the kind of person who will doggedly refuse to look at them, right? Because I'm like, you walked out of the house today wearing stilts, thinking everybody's going to look at me and they're going to think, who's that crazy stilt guy stilting down the street? What's his story? But me, I'm like, nope, I will not acknowledge you. I will act as though I see someone walking down a busy urban street wearing stilts every day of my life, that it is the most normal thing I could possibly experience. You'll get no such satisfaction from me still.
Adam, I'm the same way, man. When I see people kind of like, dressing a certain way or whatever, like for attention, I purposefully will not give them the attention they're seeking.
It's like, I want them to think like, ooh, wow, that person must see stilt walkers a lot, kind of a lot, because it's like,
the worst kind of attention getter, because at least a stilt walker, there's an element of danger that's somewhat entertaining, but like I've seen people walk down the street with like a parrot on their shoulder. It's like, I am not giving you what you want. Like there's no way I'm going to pretend, that having toucans on people's shoulders is just an average, like we live in the rain. We live in a pirate community and I see this all the time. I will not give them the satisfaction.
100%. That's how I feel.
Yeah, it's some great advice, you guys.
Okay, so Spencer Gilliland asked, I'm about to start applying to colleges. Any advice?
Where to begin? I wish I knew what Spencer's field was, but let's just presume it's something.
Let's just Cameron, based on his name, what would you assume has happened to him in the last 20 years of his life?
Well, number one, he hasn't been alive 20 because he's about to start applying to colleges. I'm looking at him. His avatar is wearing a white dress shirt and a black bow tie. He's either a waiter or he once went to a wedding. I don't know his story.
He once went to a wedding.
One or the other.
Maybe he just dresses fancy all the time. Maybe he's just a tuxedo every day kind of guy.
That's actually it. He wears a bow tie every day.
It's after 6. What am I, a farmer, Liz? That's right. I mean, it's like, yeah.
I love that idea.
Can you tell from his avatar whether or not he's wearing stilts?
You know what? His head is up near the ceiling. He might be on a 2-foot stilt.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Good. This is all good stuff for you to build off of, Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we know about him is he is probably.
Let me describe him. He's very, very white, normal looking man, wears glasses, white dress shirt, black bow tie, kind of near the ceiling. That's what we got out of the avatar.
So glasses, but you can't really see his eyes, so you can't see if they're friendly or not, huh?
He looks. I wouldn't trust him. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
trust.
know. Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's important,
his
Cameron. Thank you for that.
Here's what we know. Spencer has untrustworthy eyes. He probably wears a tuxedo 24/7,
Right.
and is likely wearing stilts at the moment. This is what we know for certain.
And now he's trying to pursue his higher education goals and
Okay.
he's going to start applying to colleges.
Okay, Adam, do you want to go first with this one?
Look, I would say, first of all, as someone who is college educated, that college is a complete dead end. And you should probably, rather than that, because you're going to spend a lot of money on college, it's going to be money poorly spent. So I think take that money and invest it in the growth industry of riverboat gambling.
If that doesn't work out, invest in old timey saloons.
What you want to do is you find yourself the Ghostbusters slot machine, right?
Sure.
You walk around that riverboat casino. You don't stop. You walk right by the Sex and the City slot machine. You walk by the Back to the Future Part 3 slot machine. You go take a beeline for the Ghostbusters slot machine. If there's someone at it, you wait until they go, because and this is good. It's not only good career advice; it's good investment advice.
He's not wrong.
The Ghostbusters slot machine will never fail you.
Okay, I think gambling is a great advice instead of attending college. But this one's it's gonna limit his college choices, but I think it's a pretty good strategy. I once, played in a basketball tournament in high school against a very religious, like Southern Baptist school, where the other team had to wear windbreaker pants. They were not allowed to wear shorts to play basketball in, for obvious reasons.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Everyone referred to them as pants. Like, hey, who are you playing this afternoon in the tournament? Pants. Playing pants.
No.
Yes.
So pickup games, they're shirts and skins. But in this tournament, they're shorts and pants.
Yeah. I mean, they were wearing down to the ankles. Okay, windbreaker pants to play basketball. They were.
That is like the loudest basketball game you've ever been to.
It's a lot of swooshing. This is an odd observation too, and I don't mean to get political here, but you know who I also notice only wears pants while playing sports?
Oh wow!
Former President Obama. It's very He tucks a t-shirt into windbreaker pants to play every photo I've ever seen of him playing basketball.
Maybe. Well, that's because he's just doing the pickup game like at the office. But those pictures of the first couple of days after he left office, he was wind sailing. He was wearing shorts and a life jacket.
Yeah, well, that was because
when he's
water
doing
was
sports,
involved.
when he's working out,
he's wearing
windbreaker pants.
if he showed up at the gym to play some pickup ball, I feel like he'd be wearing a windbreaker with a tucked-in shirt. It's just not a good look. But either way, for Spencer, it's going to have to be, because it involves using his stilt skills to get a basketball scholarship. Here's where I'm going. I think I think it's becoming clear. Because at the university, he's going to have to apply to only schools that don't allow shorts for any reason, including for the playing of athletics. He will need to show up to the school and walk onto the basketball team because he's wearing stilts with long windbreaker pants. I don't see how this could go wrong. And I think he's going to get a full scholarship. Yeah. So not only will he be accepted, I think he'll be a basketball
star. Are you going to let him wear his bow tie though? Can he still? I feel like that's just such a big, important part of who he is.
I think the kind of colleges he's applying to, I think that will probably be a prerequisite.
Right. I hear you, Adam.
Because part of the uniform. Breaker pants.
Yeah.
And Spencer, I think you need to understand that, like, what Jesse is suggesting here involves a 4-year commitment of wearing stilts. Okay. The moment you walk on campus, those stilts cannot come off for the duration of your college career.
Yeah, he's going to have to sleep in them. He's going to have to request a special bed in the dorms. But like I said,
this has all the makings of a madcap farce.
Yeah, this is like a Kevin Hart film waiting to be made.
So Spencer asked for advice about applying to colleges. You guys are helping him come up with a shtick when he goes to college.
I'm helping him get a college scholarship. I took it up a level. His vision is too small. He needs to claim that territory. You know what I mean?
James Christensen asked Jesse, I'm moving in with my in-laws, with my wife and 4 kids. What do I do for privacy?
That's James in quite the predicament here. I wish I knew the number of in-laws, but I'm assuming it's a pretty small house.
I mean,
he says
the number of in-laws. I think 2. It's going to be 2.
Mom and dad. I mean, like if he would have said in-law, that'd be 1, but in-laws would be 2.
Are you implying there might be other siblings to his wife?
Yeah, I don't know, but let's just assume it's 2 parents.
I think that's safe
there's
to
2.
assume.
There's James and his wife, and then there's 4 children. So we're talking 8 in one household. What should he do for privacy? This is. I think this is a situation. He doesn't want to be rude. Like if he's staying in his in-laws home, which I'm assuming he's invited. He didn't just show up with the family one day, that this was some sort of arrangement they had. It would be rude to construct like bathroom stall type walls around the quarters of the home that only he is allowed to visit. I don't feel like that would be a very kind thing to do. So I think
very presumptuous as well.
I think he needs to do the equivalent of smoking them out of the rooms that he needs to be alone in. And what I mean by he needs to start eating like a lot of tuna fish, a lot of boiled eggs, a lot of cod, tremendous amounts of cod. And he needs to just carry around with him a plate of just horrible smelling food. And I think it'll clear the room enough to give him the space that he needs. I read that The Rock eats like 35 pounds of cod every day. So he's probably going to be pretty buff. And so it's,
I don't think that's accurate. 35 pounds of cod.
Hey, Adam, while you give James your advice, I'm going to fact check my cod rock stat.
I have 2 ideas here. The first one is, I don't know, you know those hoodies that zip all the way up, like zip up the face? Yeah. You get yourself one of those, you zip yourself into it, and then you declare that a sovereign nation.
Yeah, that's right, because nobody can bother you in there. That's true. That's good.
Exactly. And the other one is, a good pair of stilts will put you 36 inches closer to the ceiling, which can be your private retreat.
You can have all the air you want up there. You don't have to share it with anybody.
Okay, last one.
Hold on. Can I found the rock stat. I found the rock stat.
Yeah.
He eats 821 pounds of cod per year. This is the Rock's daily food intake, and it all sounds incredibly stinky.
So that's still about 2 pounds a day, 2.5 pounds a day.
He eats 7 meals a day, including 2.3 pounds of cod. 2.3 pounds of cod, 12 eggs, a steak and a chicken, also 2 potatoes every single day.
A full chicken, a steak, and a chicken?
And 12 eggs and 2.3 pounds of cod. So I think if James adopts this rock diet, chickens. And throws some stink in there, he'll be totally fine.
The Rock's carbon footprint is out of this world. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, think about how all the infrastructure required just to feed the Rock. I mean,
he literally eats like 3 schools of cod a month. It's incredible.
Southern Alaska is depleted. The fishing industry is completely decimated because the Rock has eaten all of the cod.
He's eating aquariums full of cod on a weekly basis.
Wow.
He's got, but I will say this:
insane.
That's how you get you want the cod bod. You got to eat the cod.
The cod bod. We're going to get lots of Ask Jesse questions around the cod bod coming in the future.
Yeah.
Wow. Last one. Matt McAfee is asking Jesse, I'm 3 weeks away from being a first-time dad. I need your input ASAP.
Y'all remember Matt was one of our very first listeners of the week.
Oh, really?
He also, in his avatar, wearing a bow tie. We have a very
he was the
fancy
one that Eddie
listenership.
offered to be his worship leader. Remember, he's the pastor.
That's right.
Yeah. I think, Adam and I are both fathers, and so we're well qualified to give advice here. And I think, looking back, there's things that we could have done differently. I think now that we've had children and he's got 3 weeks to prepare. And I think, this is a perfect opportunity to really shape a superhuman. And what I would suggest he do is start stockpiling cod right now. We've seen what hundreds of pounds of cod will do to a full-grown man. Imagine if you're exclusively feeding it to a baby. I mean, I'm not going to medically, I don't know if your pediatrician will approve, but look at The Rock and you tell me. That's all I'm going to say.
Right.
You tell me. Adam, what do you got for, is it Matt? Is that what his name is? Mark, Matt?
Yeah,
Matt McAfee.
Matt.
Yeah.
Okay, mine's not so much advice on parenting. It's advice on, you've got 3 weeks. Okay, you need a little you time. You need some time to yourself. You need some time to decompress because your life is about to get very, very hectic for a long time. Okay, once this baby arrives, nothing is ever going to be the same for you. And so I think it's important to take a bit of time and do something memorable. So I tell you what you want to do. Get yourself a couple tickets, a couple plane tickets to Tijuana and give Howie Mandel the rest, my friend, right itself.
Let's just say this. It'll be a weekend you'll never forget no matter how hard you want to.
Well, it's all good stuff. This is all very, very good life
It's
advice.
really helpful. I'm kind of changing some of my plans
is.
thanks to you guys. I'm going for that cod bod, as we say.
Ironically, the baby is named Todd, so it's going to be Todd's cod bod.
Matt has to name his baby Todd now. Todd's cod bod.
Check out Todd's cod bod.
Todd, the cod bod McAfee. That's
Well, Todd, what's the secret to the bod? And he just goes, cod.
You might want to rethink my advice because you spend a weekend at Tijuana with Howie Mandel and you are at least morally obligated to name your child after him.
Jesse, that's interesting. So Todd, as he grows up, people say, what's the secret with the bod? He says cod. Mm-hmm. And then, hopefully he'll serve God, right?
Yeah.
Maybe his entire
Todd
life
serving
trajectory.
God with his cod bod, because he will join the power team. And that's how he's going to do it. So.
Okay, that'll do it for Ask Jesse. If you want to join us next week for another installment of Ask Jesse, just tweet us at Relevant Podcast. Use hashtag Ask Jesse so we can find it. You guys tweet us about a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so when we're recording, we're trying to find the certain ones. They get buried. So use hashtag Ask Jesse, and we will try to answer your life questions on the show next week. Well, many thanks to this episode's sponsors for making the show possible. Remember, head over to HelloFresh.com/relevant60 to get $60 off. $20 off your first 3 boxes. And enter offer code relevant60 at checkout. Thanks also to Squarespace. Remember, head over to squarespace.com/relevant for a free trial today. When you're ready to launch your website, use the offer code relevant to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Can I be honest? I've used both promo codes. I subscribed to HelloFresh using our promo code, and I not long ago bought another domain.
Yeah, I did that too.
Using the relevant one. Hey, it's real. It's free money, people.
Yeah, well, why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Thanks also to Mosaic MSC for joining us. Their new EP, Heaven, is out now. You can follow them on Twitter at Mosaic MSC. Adam Smith, it was so fun having you back on the show, man. Thanks for joining us today.
Anytime, my friends.
Well,
Great
not
catching
really,
up, buddy.
Not really, because we email you quite often. Hey, can you come on?
Calling him out.
And you're like, no, I have a real job and family. I'm busy.
This is literally the first time in a year and a half I've seen an email asking me to do it.
Oh no, Jesse, are you? Hold on. In all of our planning meetings, I say, Jesse, we need to get Adam in more. And then Jesse's like, yeah, I'll take care of it.
Hey, two weeks ago, where I tried to line it up, and it didn't work out for scheduling problems on our
I'm
end,
I'm wondering though if Jesse actually has a hidden beef and he's like thwarting
wow.
it. He's sabotaging it.
Adam and I were on. We were in a body sculpting contest, and I was waiting to unveil my cod bod, and I was just embarrassed that it didn't work out the way I did. I got mercury poisoning is what happened.
You ended up with more of like a salmon bod, some sort of other
hospitalized. I mean, there's a tremendous amount of mercury in that amount of cod.
Oh man. Okay, on that note, we'll wrap things up. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm Chandler String.
I'm Jesse Carey.
I'm Annie F. Downs.
I'm Adam Smith.
We will see you on Friday.
Sad to think.
Thank you for listening to the Relevant Podcast. If you like what you heard, be sure to leave us a review on iTunes. Check out other shows from the Relevant Podcast Network in the podcast section at relevantmagazine.com. And while you're there, browse exclusive podcast merchandise at our online store. Make sure to subscribe to Relevant Magazine. Info is available at relevantmagazine.com/subscribe.
It's sad to think.
You want the cod bod, you got to eat the cod.
Relevant Podcast Network.
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.